Welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom, and this is the Japanese Super Heavy Tier 8, the O-Ho. And I've got a bit of a bugger of a matchup here. I'm in a Tier 10 game, and it's a really heavy Tier 10 game. Look at it. More than half each team is Tier 10. I was a bit slow to load in. I'm having a few troubles with some of the mods I'm using at the moment, so took a while to log in, so that wasn't me just sitting there waiting to see what happened or despairing of what was going to happen. I don't mind playing tier 10 games with this tank because I only use the 150mm howitzer gun, and being 150mm, it doesn't matter what kind of armour you've got, you're going to do damage, and I find that this thing can actually cause a bit of a mess to tier 10s. And of course when you throw out tier 10s you get extra credits, you get extra experience. So anyway, we've come along here, we're on Overlord. I can't remember if I said that. It's a tier 10 matchup obviously. We're flying along at a whopping 25 miles an hour. Our IS-7 is getting a workover. Our T-10 doesn't know whether shit or bust. Enemy have got a T-10, an E3 and an E4 sitting on the other side, which is not a nice situation for us. I'm deliberately not pushing forward. The trouble with the howitzer gun is it's really slow firing. And there goes the IS-7. I don't know what he was doing there, but it wasn't very efficient. And you can see the T-10 was trying to tell him don't go, but he still went. Anyway, so it's 1-1. Is that E4 going to come round? I'm eyeing up above me because there's a T10 heading up that way. There's also an E100, and that E3 could head up that way as well. And all we've got is a grill up the top there. All we've got. A grill's a fantastic tank, but you can get overwhelmed if he's not careful. So at this point I'm thinking, what do? I fired nothing. I need to support the guys there. Oh, now's a bloody oh no, that's a T55. It's a long way away. So I'll push up a little bit, see if I can get a shot at anything. Doesn't appear I can. Oh, and there is there's a T10 fired on him. 300. See what I mean? 378 damage on that T10. Okay, it's only a tier 9 tank, but even so, we can make a bit of a mess. And the E4's gone. That's a shame. I'm reloaded again though. Can I get a shot on him as he pulls back? Yes, I can. Only 144 though. That's a shame. I was hoping for the module damage or do something to him. May well have done some module damage. There's I bounced the 55A. That wasn't very clever. Dom turned side on to the E4 and Julie got smacked for 865 damage with a APCR round. Of course he would need that. There's no good side scraping mush, and he's not trying to anymore. 295. I must have done his ammo rack because he's going very slow to fire at me. Can I pull back without taking any more damage? Don't know. No, I can't. So I'm down to a one shot to most of these guys, but I am reloaded. Keep out the way of that tree, and that was better. 409 damage. Much better hit. Now can I hide the cupola or my turret away from any of those boys? Looks like the looks like the grill's going in to finish off the T10, which he duly does. Amazingly, he doesn't take any damage. So here we go. What have we got down here? There goes the T10, which is a shame. There's at least 2 enemy tanks up there. Oh, and look, the T55 just took me down. And look at that! I managed to actually somehow hit the STA1. Must have been a looping shot. But boom, he's gone. 443 damage and a kill. So we've won that flank by the look of it, but they've still got a lot of tanks on the beach. I'm down to 23 health, but I have done 1800 damage, and it's all been to high tier tanks. Well, apart from the STA one. So I'm going to try and help the boys on the beach. And at this point, I'm thinking, should I drop on him? But then I thought, no. Grill just died. Oh, there's a leopard. That's a soft skin vehicle. But I'm going to have to drop down onto the slope down there. No! Oh, and how did he not kill me? He must have fired HE at me. He did fire HE at me. Oh, what a mistake to make. If he'd fired normal round on me, he would have killed me. As it is, I'm going to kill him. Oh no, somebody else got him. Okay, so I bounced his shot, but that's because I managed to put my frontal armour. Now I'm in a bit of a hole here, a bit stuck really, but what the hell. I've done my job. Oh, IS-3, IS-7, is he coming back? Can I get a shot on him, finish him up? I should have put that into his side armour, but never mind. Never mind. And there you go. I've done 3008 damage. Got 1 kill in a tier 10 game. That's why I love the O-Ho with a 150mm gun, because you always do damage. Well, that was an exciting game, wasn't it? That's why I love the O-Ho with the 150mm cannon. I think it's just so much fun when you get in tier 10 games like that. At least you can do some damage, whereas the other gun on this O-Ho I find just doesn't really do anything when you're up against. It's fine against his own tier or lower, but against high tier tanks, phew. But you know, there's not much that can deal with a 150mm HE shell smashing into its front plate. As that T10 found out when I hit it, what was it, 400, the last shot I hit him with? Over 1,000 damage on a tier 9 heavy. The E4, only 320, but you know, good stuff. 147 on the IS-7. Leopard, big hole in that, but I hit it side on, 1,000 damage, wow. That looping shot on the ST1, I wasn't really aiming for him. I was aiming for, well, I was just aiming in the general direction, trying to get some damage on those tanks that were hull down there. Ended up getting 400 and killing him. So it was a first class mastery. Fire for effect, hand of God, because we got hit by, was it at least 4 enemy vehicles? Well, yeah, we certainly did that. Bruiser and Spartan. Sparta! And also added bonus, we did heavy tank 11 with that. Not a scratch. Didn't even mean to do that, but I did it. Cause at least 3,000 hit points of damage by the end of a battle. Do not have any damaged modules or crew. Survive the battle. So I barely survived, but I did. Didn't do the secondary condition. Destroy at least 4 enemy tanks, but what the heck. That's a mission done. Finished top on the team. Well, there you go. 1,168 base XP. 3,008 damage. So I just did that mission by 8. And the 1 kill. Fired 8 shots, hit with all 8, and did damage with all 8. Well, yeah, as I say, when you're firing a 150mm HE shell, well, that's what's going to happen. Including that massive shot from... that was a really long-range shot which took out the STA. Took 7 hits, 4 of which penetrated, 3 didn't. Blocked 760 damage. Nearly 50,000 credits with the premium account. Not that much cost because I didn't fire any premium or anything. Well, best part of 31,000 credits profit. If I hadn't had a premium, that would have been 14.5. 17,000 experience as well, which is really, really good. So yeah, that was cool. So what did I get for that? I got 2,000 free XP for completing that mission. Very nice indeed. We can move on to, oh, we've got the last heavy tank mission before heavy tank 15. So heavy tank 12 is damage blocked by armour must be at least triple the HP of your vehicle and at least 2,000 hit points. Win the battle, survive the battle is the second thing. Okay. So we're slowly getting our way through all these. Still got a few artillery. Got the final TD, got the final medium. Got a few lights, so we're slowly inching our way forward. But there you go. That's the O-Ho doing the heavy tank mission. Let's have a look at another tank mission that was completed, which I managed to complete in the last couple of days. Welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom. This is a bit of scouting action. I'm in the VK28.01, which is the little bugger of a German tier 6 light tank. I used the derp gun on it because it's funny. Nothing more. So it's actually a really good fun little little light tank. Surprisingly nimble and got some pretty good armour on it actually. You can ram other lights in this thing quite well, and then of course you've got a derp gun, and everybody loves a derp gun, right? So I've come up here spotting as much as I can early doors. There's a comet and a chiri. I got spotted as you'd expect. Pull back, wiggle around, try and avoid any chance of any arty having a go at me, because arty don't do that sort of thing. Gonna go for the comet just to finish him off if I can. Oh, and then I managed to bloody miss him and took 2 shots for the for the joy of it. So yeah, that wasn't very successful, Dom, but we are 3-0 up, and on the positive I probably got some good assistance there. I've loaded heat, not sure why I did, but anyway I did. There's a T-24 out there who I should be able to almost one shot with this heat shell if I can hit him. Oh, I forgot to say, I'm platooned up with Forrest, who's in his Russian tier 7 artillery. The S-51, which is a vicious piece of artillery. When it hits, it can eviscerate, I love that word, enemy tanks. And that's why I'm doing a lot of spotting. I'm trying to help him get some shots on more stationary things. And there you go. Oh, that was Shoot took him out. Okay, so and Shoot is in his artillery, the M12. So Shoot's actually got 2 kills. So that's worked for me. That's worked for me. It's 4-1. We've done all right. I haven't done anything spectacular. We've lost most of our health. I haven't hit a shot yet, but we've assisted the team, and that's the role of a scout, right? It always amazes me how many people still start moaning about matchmaking when they're in a light tank, and you go, well, yeah, but that's because you're a light tank. You're going to get bad matchmaking because you get matched up as though you are a medium, a tier higher, and your job is not necessarily to do huge amounts of damage. It is about assisting your team to do damage, to spot things, to see things. So anyway, enough of my waffling on, blah blah blah. I'm going to fly along here. There's always something up in this corner, except today maybe. 6-3, we're doing alright as a team. Yep, sure enough, nothing up here. Yeah, but you have to check, right? You'll often find TDs up there, artillery up there, and I was telling the boys just, you know, aim for up there, and I think Shoot was prepared to, but you know, there's nothing doing, as they say. We're going to come up and spy on the back of the enemy tanks. Oh, there's a Bert. Hello, Bert. He's going to try and turn around, but he can't beat my shell. It was a waste of a heat shell, really, but that's what I had loaded. So we finally done the kill. We finally done some damage, and I'm wiggling all over the place. 8-3. We've got this game in the bag, really. But oh, and there's an artillery shot at me, and there you go. The 2 artillery are heading back into their little corner there, trying to avoid. Oh, and there's a Oni. Can we? Oh, I was trying to get a shot on him. Oh, there's a little Cromwell. Oh, I blocked a shot. You see, that's what I mean with this tank. It's weird. You do occasionally block on that. Artillery's come round. Can we get him? Oh, Cromwell will get me. Never mind. Hey ho, we did it. We did a lot of assistance, and that's the name of the game. And I love this little tank. It's good fun. You rarely do a massive amounts of damage, but it's so annoying to enemy tanks, especially when you can get in amongst the artillery like that, because firing HE at lightly armoured artillery means you tend to one-shot them. Not always, but you tend to. And the team's going to win this quite comfortably, 14-6. So yeah, really nice game, really good fun game. So we actually ended up, again, it doesn't show on the replay site, but we did actually manage to do Light Tank 6 with that mission. Which is basically to help your team do damage, assist them in doing damage, so spotting things and detracking things and so forth. So we did our job basically. Finished up as a, well, according to Quickie Babe's site, it's a super unicorn play with 3,321 win 8. I don't really know what that means, but it was good. And you can see all the spots and the assistance we got here. Really, really good. Finished up top on the team. Hey, 1003 experience, base experience, 826 damage and 2 kills. Shoot did pretty good as well, 1600 damage and 2 kills, 548 base XP. And Forrest had a pretty good game too, did 1300 damage and 1 kill for 469 base XP. So, you know, and that was my job. I was supporting my buddies who were in the artillery, and I was trying to spot for them and the rest of my team. I think I did it pretty well. We only fired 5 shots, 4 of them hit and did damage. For the 800 odd we did. We took 6 shots, 5 of which penned, 1 of which miraculously bounced, which was that Cromwell shot at the end, which I don't mind at all. We did 2,574 assistance damage and spotted 6 enemy tanks. And that was the mission, basically. Spot and allow your team to do damage. And that's what you've got to do when you're in a light tank. You know, light tanks come into their own towards the end of a game where they can run around like crazy and, well, basically take on bigger and heavier tanks that are wounded and shoot them up. There are a few exceptions. There are some light tanks that are more like upgunned mediums than anything else, but most light tanks, you need to do the scouting job, you need to do the spotting job. That's what your first priority is, and that's where the missions are actually pretty good, because they kind of encourage you to play the way you should do, and that's what I did there. So I made 37,000 credits after cost, 22,000. I did fire a premium shell at least, which are very expensive. If I hadn't had a premium account, still would have made 9,500 profit on that. 1,500 XP times 3 for the for whatever was happening when we played this game gave me 4,515 experience, which is rather nice. Now, one of the frustrating things about this is, I mean, that's a perfectly legitimate platoon that we had there. 2 tier 7 arties and a tier 6 light. But it counts it as not being a legitimate, so you don't get the bonus for being in a platoon. Wargaming, sort that out, please. I mean, light tanks can platoon up with other things, and it shouldn't be a failed platoon. Anyway, whinge. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a like and maybe subscribe if you haven't already done so. This has been Gamerdom. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your games, have fun. If you're a light tank, spot. Work for your team. It's a support role, right? Have fun, try not to take it too seriously, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.